Hi everyone, and we're back again with chapter 3 of There's a Dragon in My Backpack. Chapter 3, Bring Your Dragon to School Day, Take 2. The following morning, Dad had left for training, and I was outside waiting by the car for Mum and Posy when my backpack began to crackle. I opened the zip a little and peered in. "Pan," I said, "switch off the walkie-talkie." "Oh, sorry," the mini dragon replied. "I was just checking it still works." "Please don't," I said. "You'll use up the battery. And remember the deal. You helped me with my report, so I'm bringing you to school again. But this time, you need to stay in my backpack. No more breaks for freedom. And you need to stay quiet. I don't mean your usual noisy quiet. I mean real quiet this time." "Ah," said Pan. "You mean quiet? All right, gotcha." "Good," I said. "You won't hear a peep from me all day," said Pan. "Thank you." "Not a word." "Right." Total silence. "Okay." Complete and utter. "Pan." All right, said Pan. "No more talking. Starting now." I zipped up my bag and put it down on the ground while I enjoyed the silence, which only lasted for a few seconds. But this time it wasn't Pan's fault. "All right, Crispo," I burst out laughing. Toby frowned. Every morning's the same with you. As soon as I show up, you start laughing. But I never see anything funny, and you never tell me what the joke is." "Hey, sorry, Toby," I said, wiping a tear from my eye. "I don't know what's wrong with me." "I could write you a list," grumbled Toby. The truth was, I knew exactly what made me laugh every day. It was the sight of Toby in his la-di-da uniform, which consisted of a ketchup red and mustard yellow pinstripe jacket and matching tie over a grey shirt. Grey shorts that don't even reach the knees. They do have special winter shorts that are on extra 2 centimetres longer though. A red lapel flower, a straw hat with a red ribbon around it. The height of your hat was determined by your age. Toby was 9, so his hat was 9 inches high. It was basically a wicker top hat at this stage. Grey socks, black shoes. There's actually nothing funny about them. I just mentioned them in case you worry that la-di-da children have to go to school barefoot. The outfit is mad, but it's not that mad. All in all, it was a little more extravagant than our plain red jumper, black trousers, white shirt, and grey and black tie. "Don't suppose you've changed your mind about that dragon toy?" asked Toby. I shook my head. "Sorry." "What a surprise," he muttered. "So what are you taking to show and tell instead?" I asked. "What?" said Toby, barely listening. "Oh, Dad got me some book. Charlie Dickens' Great Expeditions or something." "You mean Great Expectations?" Dad has that one. I think he said it was pretty good." Toby snorted. "Hardly. It's ancient. Who's going to be impressed by some old book? Dad keeps banging on about it being a first edition and to be careful with it, but honestly, it's all brown and horrible looking. If you ask me, I'd be doing him a favour to chuck it away so he can go and get himself a new one." I wouldn't do that," I said. "Whatever," mumbled Toby. "It's not like I've got anything better to show, thanks to you." "Eric!" shouted Mum from the house. "Uh-oh, I better go," I said, and I ran back inside to find Mum on the kitchen floor with her feet pinning her arms to the back of her head. Posy, a purple crayon stuffed in her mouth, and our cat Puskin was sitting watching her like she was putting on some kind of show. Said Mum, her face looking a bit flushed. "I had an idea for my yoga class this morning, but I don't think it's going to work. You couldn't give me a hand, could you?" I untied Mum, and she let out a sigh of relief. "Ah, that's better. Thanks, Eric." She scooped Posy up in her arms. "Right, everyone out. Now. Not you, Puskin." We rushed out and got into the car. As I strapped myself in, I heard a tapping sound and looked up to see Toby knocking on the window. I pressed the button to open it. "Forgetting something?" said Toby, holding up my bag. My stomach dropped. "Oh no," I said, pulling the bag into the car. "Thanks, Toby." Toby smiled the same way he had been smiling the night before. "No problem, Eric. Anything for a good friend." I frowned. "All right, Toby, you can drop the nice guy act." The answer is still no. "I'm sure your show and tell will go just fine without the dragon." Toby nodded, still smiling. "Oh, I'm sure you're right, Eric. Best of luck for yours, too. Have a great day." Baffled, I shook my head and watched him waving as we drove off. before Mum switched the CD player on and launched into her daily playlist of terrible show tunes. To his credit, I didn't hear a peep out of Pam for the entire journey. I should have known then that something was wrong. Tune in tomorrow for Chapter 4.